The Trump administration is facing a new legal challenge. This time it's about cuts to the United States Agency for International Development, or USAID. On February 6, 2025, a lawsuit was filed against President Trump, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, and Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. The lawsuit claims that the administration's actions are unlawful. It argues that the cuts to USAID are causing a global humanitarian crisis. The lawsuit centers around a series of events. It began on January 20, 2025, when President Trump ordered a pause on all foreign aid. This was followed by State Department orders halting USAID projects. The administration also announced plans to drastically reduce USAID staff. By February 7, 2025, most USAID staff will be placed on administrative leave. This effectively guts the agency. The lawsuit argues that these actions are unconstitutional. It claims that the president is exceeding his authority. Congress established USAID in 1961. The lawsuit contends that dismantling the agency requires congressional approval. It also argues that the cuts violate the president's duty to execute laws. This includes laws that fund and mandate USAID programs. Check. The lawsuit also highlights the controversial role of Elon Musk. Musk, a vocal critic of foreign aid, has repeatedly called for cuts to USAID. He has used his social media platform to spread misinformation about the agency. Musk claims that USAID is wasteful and ineffective. He has even joked about feeding USAID into a wood chipper. Musk's influence within the Trump administration is significant. He has been a key advisor on government efficiency. Musk's Department of Government Efficiency initiative aims to streamline government operations. However, critics argue that Musk's real goal is to dismantle essential government agencies. They see USAID as a prime target. The impact of the USAID cuts is already being felt around the world. Health programs have been halted, leading to a surge in preventable diseases. For example, programs to combat malaria and HIV have been severely disrupted. This has resulted in tragic consequences, including preventable deaths. The lawsuit cites several examples of the human cost of these cuts. It highlights the plight of 300 babies born with HIV who are now without access to life-saving medication. It also mentions the thousands of women dying from childbirth complications due to the lack of adequate medical care. These cuts are not just numbers on a spreadsheet. They represent real lives lost. Section 4: America's tarnished reputation. The USAID cuts have also damaged America's international standing. The United States has long been a leader in global health and development. USAID has been instrumental in this effort. The agency has provided life-saving aid to millions of people around the world. These cuts have led to accusations that the United States is abdicating its global responsibilities. The cuts have also created a vacuum that adversaries like Russia and China are eager to fill. These countries are now stepping up their own foreign aid efforts. They are using this opportunity to gain influence in regions traditionally aligned with the United States. This has serious implications for American foreign policy. Section 5: The fight to save USAID. The lawsuit against the Trump administration is a desperate attempt to save USAID. The plaintiffs are seeking an order to restore funding to the agency. They also want the administration to reopen USAID offices and reinstate staff. Most importantly, they are seeking to prevent the further dismantling of USAID. The lawsuit faces an uphill battle. The Trump administration has shown little interest in reversing course on its foreign aid cuts. However, the lawsuit has brought renewed attention to this critical issue. It has also galvanized support for USAID among lawmakers, NGOs, and the public. The fight to save USAID is far from over.